So Rainbow Six Siege is finally out in closed alpha, and if you don't know what Rainbow Six Siege is, it's a tactical shooter brought to you by Ubisoft and the next iteration in the Rainbow Six franchise. But I thought today I would bring you some of my opinions on it and some things I liked and disliked about the game. So let's hop right on to the video right now. This game focuses on teamwork. So often now, as games like Call of Duty are getting popular, games are becoming so-called codified, and that means they're becoming lone wolf, just pretty arcadey type games. But Rainbow Six has stuck to what's making it good, and that is just team-based gameplay. If you don't cooperate with your team in this game, you're gonna lose games and you're not gonna have a good time. Currently, it is in alpha, and we've only had one game mode, but that game mode requires a lot of teamwork, and pretty much you have to protect the hostage, and the other team has to come in and breach the building and get in and pretty much save the hostage. So it leads to some pretty awesome teamwork going on both sides of the game, and if you don't have good teamwork, you're overall just gonna suck probably. It's good to see a 5v5 shooter like this actually have good teamwork. It reminds me a lot of Counter-Strike in the way that you rely on your team for a lot of things, and if you don't plan out your strategies or in the beginning of the round when you have to pretty much barricade or breach the building if you're on the other side, if you don't use that effectively and you don't cooperate with your team there, it's going to be a lot harder for you to succeed in this game. And I like that it's punishing in that way because it makes you rely on teamwork that much more. The game's graphics look ass. So right now, currently in the closed alpha, you can't really adjust your settings. So pretty much you're either just picking a resolution and playing, or you're not playing at all. It takes a potato to run this game. If you're looking at the gameplay right now, you can probably tell that the textures don't look that great, and you can't edit your settings. From what I'm assuming though, they're on super low. The textures look really low res, and this looks like a last gen game rather than a new tactical first person next gen shooter. From what I've been told, this is only going to be in the closed alpha, and this was just made so that more people could run the game. But nonetheless, it's annoying, and Ubisoft, you're known for putting in things in the E3 trailer that look awesome, and then when we get the actual game, it looks shitty. Watch Dogs. The graphics most likely will be downscaled from the E3 version, but I don't think it will be this bad like we're seeing in the alpha. I think this is just purely so more people could get on, stress test the servers, and a lot more people could enjoy the beta and think about maybe purchasing the game. There is actually a skill gap in the game, so it's no secret that I like CSGO, and one of the reasons I like it is because there's a huge skill gap there, and we've seen this with Rainbow Six Siege. When I first started playing the game, I was getting my ass handed to me on a daily basis, but over the course of the alpha, I started to get a bit better game by game because I started learning the map, started learning the recoil, and I just started to play a lot better, and I noticed my improvement. It's not like Call of Duty where you can go around and after 2 games just start wrecking the shit out of people. You actually have to learn and get skill, which is something great in a tactical shooter. It seems like there's little to no luck involved, and the team with the better tactics and the person with the better shot is gonna win most of the gunfights and probably win the game. This is a welcome change, as we've seen a lot of FPSs get casualized and just help newcomers. Rainbow Six won't hold your hand, and that's a good thing. There is no push to talk. For a tactical shooter, push to talk is a must, and for some reason it wasn't in this alpha. I think it's gonna make its way into the main game, but open microphone is not the way to do it. Constantly I hear people with these shitty mics, and I hear their mom yelling at them in the background, and I hear a lot of buzzing, and that's not what I want to hear when I play the game. Push to talk would be great, that way I can still communicate with my team, but that way I don't have to hear all the bullshit that's going on in the background. It really takes you out of the game and just kind of ruins the experience for me. But for like I said though, I'm thinking this is only an alpha thing, and a lot of people are speculating that push to talk will make its way into the main game. If you look at this subreddit, this has been the main complaint about the game, and I would have to say it's probably the most annoying thing in the alpha. The game runs pretty well. So in this day and age where a lot of games don't seem to be optimized correctly, Rainbow Six Siege seems to run pretty well. Like I said earlier though, the textures seem to be downscaled a lot, and that might have something to do with it, but overall I was getting over 60 FPS at all times when playing this game, which is good for a shooter. You want to constantly have over 60 FPS. You don't really want it dipping because that will give someone else the advantage. And with a game like Rainbow Six, it's glad to see that Ubisoft might have actually took the time this time, which they don't really seem to do often, but they took the time to get this game running well on PC. And we've seen that because the game in alpha was only released on PC, so it's good to see that their focus is towards the PC community, as I know a lot of people on the PC are really hyped for this game. But good on you, Ubisoft, you actually make a game that runs correctly. People can just troll really easily. This is something I thought about when playing the alpha. There's really no punishment for just fucking around and trolling. In CSGO you have cooldown, and I know I'm referencing CSGO a lot in this video, but I think CSGO does a lot of things right. I feel cooldown should be implemented into Rainbow Six Siege, because literally you can just go in, kill the hostage immediately just to troll your teammates and get them pissed off, and that's something that you don't want to see because it just ruins gameplay. I've never personally had this happen to me, but it definitely can happen, and it definitely will be annoying. As this game gets more widespread and it's released to the public, you know there's going to be some asshole who just wants to fuck around and ruin everyone else's day, and he's just going to kill the hostage, and everyone's going to get mad, and it's just going to turn into a whole big thing. And to avoid this issue, these players should get in serious trouble for doing this. Maybe if they do it once and it's a mistake, it's fine, but the team should be able to vote, and if they vote and say you're doing this purposely, maybe you should get in trouble because you're probably just being a dick. But yeah, guys, those are just my opinions on the Rainbow Six Siege alpha. Have you played it? Have you not? Tell me what you think of it in the comments down below. And if you like this video, how about you hit that like button? And if you dislike this video for some odd reason, how about you hit that dislike button? And if you're new, how about you subscribe? And when this video does get 50 likes, we'll be uploading the next one, so be sure to hit that like button. But yeah, guys, this has been the Chosen One Inc., and as always, peace out.
Little bit of fame, little bit of hate, little bit of change. Watch the craze, keep it sane, don't fade away.
Look how my mind plays, little bit of fame, little